I don't want to be filming this, and I put it off for so long, and I also don't want it to be one of those like cliche videos where they sit down and you know what I'm talking about. But unfortunately, I feel like I can't move on with vlogging or anything else really until I do film this. You see it in the title, Zach and I broke up, which is just crazy. We've been dating since before AndrewTMI was even a thing. Like, we have been dating for 9 years. It wasn't like a mutual thing. I was blindsided, just to get right into it. I had no idea it was coming. I thought we were getting married, obviously. It's been 9 years, and it's not like one of us was always like, let's get married, let's get married. I was just kind of just waiting until it was right, because like we were like, no, like we're still in our like growing era. Like, I don't need to get engaged right now. We're together. And that's all that really matters. Little did I know, I was wrong. We're on really good terms, so like don't leave any hate about him. I can't change the way he feels. I still don't really know like an exact reason other than like, you know, we've been together for so long. Like, I remember Zach's prom. We were just friends at that point during his prom, because we became friends in 2013 or 2014, and then we started dating the very beginning of 2016. We've been together forever. You guys know, I've said it a million times, I've never been with anyone else. Zach is my first everything, which also sucks because I was kind of just like set in stone with that, and now I'm gonna be 33 this year and I've never even been on a date. So that's not good for me. That's not great. I don't know. Like I said, we're on good terms. He only had one boyfriend before me, and he was like 17, 18 for it. I guess like, you know, he's never experienced anything else, and I don't know. I mean, neither have I, but I was kind of fine with that. At the same time, I do see why it happened. It being my first relationship, and he was also, it was kind of like his first real relationship. He was young, and we were both young. I think, you know, there's some little toxic things, just like every relationship has, you know? One person acts one way about something, and the other person acts a way towards that something. The second person is acting that way, then this person acts that way towards the way they're acting toward that thing, and it just gets like, you kind of build these bad habits. Just as like anyone has, any relationship has. Obviously our relationship had its things, but I do think it's good that this happened, because I'll say for me, obviously I'm not gonna speak on, you know, stuff Zach did wrong or like his stuff, but for me, I feel like, obviously I saw myself marrying Zach. It's not even like I saw, like it was happening. Like, it was happening. And for me, I was kind of just, I feel like, I keep saying like, I feel like I was just keeping like the machine oiled. Like, Zach is an accountant. He's very busy. He works a lot of hours. And for me, with my job, like I make good money, but basically like the more money he makes, the more money I can make. We always split like everything halfway. Rent, you know, everything was split halfway. It was very even. I made my money, he made his money. I felt like as he grew, as the relationship grew, you know, together, maybe if I could film more, maybe get some help with editing again, like I did back in 2021, 2022, when my channel was thriving. I thought that maybe like the more money I could make, and that was kind of just like my game plan. I'm keeping the machine oiled. You know, our dogs go crazy when we leave the apartment. I'm working from home. I'm just staying home all day, walking the dogs, feeding the dogs, working from home, making the money I need to make. And then eventually one day when Zach can work less hours and we're like all good on money, then like we could really start like living. That's kind of where I went wrong, is because I was just keeping the machine oiled. I feel like I kind of lost all my hobbies. I wasn't doing anything else other than sitting at home and working, which to me, I was with Zach all through the crazy hours of school, all through the beginning of his career, which is crazy hours. Even now, like he's further into his career, I felt like I was through it all. And then like the Adriana thing happened. If you are just tuning in a while, my cousin Adriana, she was like my sister, closer to me than a sister. Everyone just knew us as inseparable. She just unexpectedly took her own life, and I had to deal with that alone because I had just moved to Florida with Zach. It was really like the hardest thing I ever had to go through. And you know, I stopped wanting to do things even more, you know, aside from work. I feel like, you know, I stopped working out and being active, so I gained a little weight, especially from like the depression from that. I just felt like I was like at a low point. I feel like I was left at a low point, which sucks, because I would have loved like to make it through the low point. At the end of the day, what I've learned from this, you really can only rely on yourself. really the only person you can rely on is yourself. Like I said, we are on really good terms. We still talk. I took the dogs with me, but I still would love for them to be in his life. So, you know, we talk a little bit. I also have to process everything because that's another thing that kind of sucks is Zach saw it coming. You know, I was kind of there around unknowingly until he processed it. And then I was just working from home one day. I went to the bathroom, came out, and he was like, hi, we need to talk. I don't know if I want to be in a relationship. I kind of just want to be alone, which would have been nice to hear on like year 2. But year 9, now that I'm gonna be 33, it's a little brutal because I'm like starting over from like middle school, essentially, because I've never even been on a date. So that was a little bit of a setback. Not that I'm even ready to date anyone, but I don't know. Obviously, I didn't get mad. Like I said, I can't change how he feels. It's how he feels, and he's allowed to feel however he feels. So yeah, I'm not gonna get mad, of course, but it stinks. Definitely stinks. All I can think about now is my future, because like I said, I had my plan where I was keeping the machine oiled now, and then I could really go hard in my career like when we're a little more comfortable. I really did feel like I was being supportive, but now all I can focus on is my future. And at the end of the day, when I think about it, I think this was good because I did stop doing a lot and I did lose a huge portion of myself, not only from all of this, but from the Adriana thing. And I think I just need to find myself again and really focus on being the person that I've always wanted to be and always just said one day when we can live comfortably. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I wanna be one of those people who has like a crazy routine and goes to the gym every single day, goes out with some friends and does stuff like that. I wanna be that person. And I feel like I lost a lot of that along the way. And that's my plan for now, to just focus on myself, take it day by day. It's very hard. Like, it's very, very hard. I haven't missed a week of the podcast. I'm trying to stay on top of that for you guys, but it's been rough, for sure. This is my first breakup at 32 years old. I've never been through a breakup, especially just to be blindsided when you still love them and thought you were getting married. It's just brutal. It's a little bit brutal, but we're dealing. We're okay. I've said this a few times. I'm not like an actually dramatic person. I'm very dramatic about small little things, funny, but when it comes to real things, I'm just calm, just take it one day at a time, because what else am I gonna do? I know this is all over the place because I didn't plan on what I was gonna say. I'm kind of just babbling, and maybe I'll do a Q&A if you guys wanna leave questions down below. I'll also put something up on my Instagram, and I could answer questions, maybe give some advice. I think that could help, you know, get you guys on my page, on the page I'm on. Even though I don't even know what page I'm on. Oh, I got my own apartment. Right now, that's another reason why everything's hectic, because right now, obviously, I had to be out of the apartment in like a couple days. I left everything there with Zach. I just wanted him to have it all. It was just like, I don't even want to be reminded, you know? And I was moving in here with my parents for now, and it was like 1 or 2 days of being here where I was like, I cannot stay here. It had nothing to do with the house. I love my parents. I love this house, but like I was gonna save up and like try to buy something next year. It's just not good for my mental health to like just be like, oh yeah, I'm living with my parents right now. So I got an apartment. It's a really nice apartment, has windows all over. It's beautiful. I move in within the next 2 weeks, 2 months. I don't know, we'll see. You guys will see. I'll do like an apartment tour. I'm excited for that. I do hate New York. I hate New York. I've realized it. I just hate being here. I like visiting, love Joe and Jenna, my family, have so much fun with them. They're the only good thing about it, but I do want to be back in Florida or just somewhere else because it is depressing here. Every memory I have here is with Adriana or Zach, and both of those ended tragically, so I don't really want to be here. Stephanie, my best friend, she helped me separate everything into like short-term, mid-term, and long-term, because at first I was like panicking about everything. Like I didn't know, literally everything, my past, present, and future was ripped from under me in one day. Like I don't even own like a glass right now. I don't even own a towel. I left everything with Zach. So now I need to buy like a whole new apartment's worth of stuff. Just everything was ripped out. So Stephanie helped me separate things into like short-term, mid-term, long-term, because I was like having crazy anxiety about everything, and that really helped. So for now, I'm just gonna be working, trying to get on a good routine and working out. I've lost 20 pounds. I know. I call it my sliver lining instead of silver lining because I'm gonna be as thin as a fucking sliver by the summer. So yeah, that's my sliver lining. That's the short term. Midterm is gonna be figuring out what I really wanna do career-wise and figuring out where I'm gonna be living. Long term, I haven't even focused on yet, but we'll get there. I just want to put all of my trust in myself because you know what? Every single person at this point has let me down, and I'm just going to put all my trust in myself, make sure that I'm going to be okay no matter who is in my life. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And it's exciting stuff. Like I said, this did need to happen. If I really squint my eyes, I could say I'm glad it happened. I turn all negatives into a positive. You know, that's kind of just like my thing. Like, I'm always very positive, and I'm gonna turn this into a positive and just better myself. And once again, we ended on very good terms. Obviously, Zach had his things, which I'm not speaking on, but that it was just my side, and I'm never gonna look at something and be like, well, you did this, you did this. I'm just gonna look at it and focus on what I could have done better, because I think that's the very non-toxic way to do it. You can't change anything. It happened the way it did, and the only thing you can change is the way you act or the things you do and your own life, and that's what I'm focusing on, me. So I'm in the me era. It's just me and my dogs. Although they don't give a fuck about me while I'm here with my parents. They only care about my parents. So I guess just like everyone is a traitor, I'm literally just alone. I'm so alone. That's something I need to work on, being alone, because I hate being alone. I'll work on that. So where I am now and what I'm gonna ask from you guys is I'm gonna be posting a lot on here. I'm gonna be posting like my journey of finding myself again. I'm gonna be posting vlogs. I'm really gonna be trying to do like TikTok and short form content if it doesn't get banned, whatever. So what I ask of you guys is to really just watch me, show your support. I'm sure as I'm posting more, I will start showing up in the algorithm more. It takes months and months sometimes. For now, just check in, see if I posted anything, watch it. I'm always gonna try to keep everything lighthearted, and maybe it'll even be inspirational because I'm turning this into a positive. So that's what I ask of you guys. Show support because there's no benefits and no pension or anything. So like I really need to focus on my future. So if this doesn't make me millions and gazillions of dollars, you can bet your bottom dollars that this will be more of a hobby rather than my main thing, and I will have a main thing. So that's more of the midterm, long term though. But for this year, I'm gonna be focusing on you guys and me. Okay, so all I ask is that you support, come along for the journey of me finding myself and who I am again, because it's been 9 years of putting someone else first, and I'm finally just gonna be putting myself first. I know Zach is watching this, so everyone just make sure you're nice. Plus, I was broken up with, like, I love him. So don't say anything mean. It won't make me feel good at all. It'll actually make me sad. So be nice. This is good. It's good. Someone had to do it. It wasn't gonna be me. So that's where we're at. I'm single. Ugh. Don't hit me up. I'm single and don't hit me up. Unless you have a boat, then you could, then maybe hit me up. But unless you have a boat, don't hit me up.